The United States has been engaged in a trade war. It started with tariffs on goods from China. Now the US has reduced some tariffs on foreign goods. This might sound good, but it's complicated. The situation is confusing even for experts. Remember when the Trump administration put tariffs on steel and aluminum? That was back in 2018. The goal was to protect American jobs. The tariffs made foreign steel and aluminum more expensive. These tariffs hurt other countries. Canada and the European Union were particularly affected. They said these tariffs were unfair. The Trump administration argued that these tariffs were necessary. They wanted to protect American jobs and industries. They said other countries were taking advantage of the US. Canada and the EU retaliated. They put tariffs on US goods. Canada put tariffs on things like ketchup and whiskey. The EU targeted things like motorcycles and orange juice. These retaliatory tariffs hurt American businesses. Farmers were hit hard. Manufacturers also felt the pain. The tariffs increased costs for businesses. These tariffs have had a ripple effect. They have disrupted global supply chains. Businesses are uncertain about the future. This uncertainty makes it difficult to plan. The trade war has created tension between countries. It has strained relationships. This is not good for anyone. The tariffs have had a real impact on the economy. The stock market has been volatile. There are fears of a recession. Some economists have even downgraded GDP growth forecasts. The tariffs have increased costs for businesses. These costs are passed on to consumers in the form of higher prices. This has led to inflation. The trade war has created uncertainty. Businesses are hesitant to invest. Consumers are less likely to spend. This uncertainty can slow down the economy. Central banks around the world are worried. They are cutting interest rates to try to stimulate their economies, but these measures may not be enough to offset the negative effects of the trade war. The Trump administration's approach to tariffs has been inconsistent. One day they are threatening tariffs. The next day they are imposing them. Then, they might suspend them. It's hard to keep up. Trump has hinted that there could be more tariffs in the future. He wants to encourage companies to produce goods in the US, but these tariffs could backfire. Other countries are looking to renegotiate trade deals. They want to avoid the tariffs. But it is unclear if the US will be willing to compromise. Businesses are trying to adjust to the new reality. Some companies are moving their production out of China, others are raising prices. The trade war is forcing businesses to make tough decisions. The tariff situation is complex. There is a lot of uncertainty. It is important to stay informed about the latest developments.